How I got into this predicament, I'll never know. Absolutely incredible. To be executed for a crime I never committed. Of course, isn't all mankind in the same boat? Isn't all mankind ultimately executed for a crime it never committed? The difference is that all men go eventually, but I go 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. I was supposed to go at 5 o'clock, but I have a smart lawyer. Got leniency. I have a tremendous yearning to be young again. A boy. Such happy memories at our summer house. Uncle Nikolai with his wonderful laugh. God, he was repulsive. Then there was Grandpa and Grandma, who'd been married for 50 years and still felt as deeply about one another as the day they met. And my own father, a handsome and generous man. In addition to our summer and winter estate, he owned a valuable piece of land. True, it was a small piece, but he carried it with him wherever he went.
Dmitri Petrovich, I would like to buy your land.
This land is not for sale. Someday, I hope to build on it.
He was an idiot, but I loved him. Then there was Mother, who made the most delicious blintzes in the world. Of course, there was old Gregor and his son, young Gregor. Oddly enough, young Gregor's son was older than old Gregor. Nobody could figure out how that happened. My two brothers, Ivan and Mikhail, used to play amusing little games, but I had a completely different concept of myself as a child. My first experience with death was with one of our serfs, Old Nahamkin. Old Nahamkin was on the roof putting up a lightning rod when a storm broke out. After he failed to show up for dinner, Mother went to look for him.
What is it, Old Nahamkin? You're not looking well. Are you okay? You feel all right?
We laid Old Nahamkin to rest, and that night I had a strange and vivid dream. I knew that after that dream, I would not grow up to be an ordinary man. I had many conversations with Father Nikolai, who was always dressed in black with a black beard. For years, I thought he was an Italian widow.
Every action has a cause. The universe exists, therefore it has a cause. It follows God created the universe, therefore he exists.
And yet Spinoza didn't believe in the Holy Trinity.
Spinoza was a Jew.
What's a Jew?
You never saw a Jew? Here, I have some sketches. There are Jews.
No kidding. They all have these horns?
No, this is the Russian Jew. The German Jew has these stripes.
I recall my first mystical vision. I was walking through the woods thinking about Christ. If he was a carpenter, I wondered what he charged for bookshelves. Suddenly...
Who are you?
Death.
What happens after we die? Is there a hell? Is there a God? Do we live again? All right, let me ask one key question. Are there girls?
You're an interesting young man. We'll meet again.
Don't bother.
It's no bother.
I grew to full manhood. Actually 5'6", which is technically not full manhood in Russia, but you can still own property. Over 5'3", you can own land. Under 5'3", you need special permission from the Tsar. We were 3 healthy men. My brother Ivan, my brother Mikhail, and myself. Finally, there was my cousin Sonia. In addition to being the most beautiful woman I had ever seen, she was one of the few people I could have deep conversations with.
Boris, look at this leaf. Isn't it perfect? And this one? Look, Oh, yeah. Yes, I definitely think that this is the best of all possible worlds.
It's certainly the most expensive.
Isn't nature incredible?
To me, nature is, you know, I don't know, spiders and bugs and big fish eating little fish and plants eating plants and animals eating. It's like an enormous restaurant. That's the way I see it.
Yes, but if God created it, it has to be beautiful, even if his plan's not apparent to us at the moment.
Sonia, what if there is no God?
Boris Dmitrievich, are you joking?
What if we're just a bunch of absurd people who are running around with no rhyme or reason?
But if there is no God, well, then life has no meaning. Why go on living? Why not just commit suicide?
Well, let's not get hysterical. I could be wrong. I'd hate to blow my brains out and then read in the papers they found something.
Boris, let me show you how absurd your position is. All right, let's say that there is no God and each man is free to do exactly as he chooses. Well, what prevents you from murdering somebody?